What the heck's going on, guys? Sports Snippets. Dennis Sullivan here on a late night Sunday. Want to take a few moments, catch you up with some feedback I have on the Miami Marlins. Almost said Florida Marlins. It's like I can never get that out of my system for some reason. I also want to share with you just some general thoughts on Major League Baseball as we're moving into what I believe, always believe, is the peak part of the season. In other words, the NBA playoffs end with the finals earlier this week. Now we're moving into full go Major League Baseball here for the next few months. Had a chance to catch up and watch a couple of games this weekend as the Marlins sweep the Washington Nationals 3 straight games to run their record to 41-31. And by the way, before I get ahead of myself and start getting carried away with all this different baseball talk here, if you do like the content of this particular video, don't forget, hit that thumbs up. That would be awesome. I also have been posting a fair amount of short videos. You can find that on my page there, Sports Snippets with Dennis Sullivan on YouTube. Most of that content, if not all that content lately, has been regarding the Miami Heat playoff run, but I'm going to start up with some short videos here this week regarding baseball, so as the season, as I just mentioned, now kicks into full gear as far as I'm concerned. Anyway, and so let's get going, guys. So 41-31, Miami Marlins. You gotta love that. 10 games over 500. As we approach the pretty much exact middle of the season in terms of games played in a 162 game schedule, this team. What's very encouraging is that from what I've observed so far this year, it seems to me like the starting pitching is decent. I don't think it's that great. It seems to be more hit or miss, the starting pitching. However, what's very encouraging is this team can consistently score runs for the most part. And if they continue to consistently score runs, they're going to have a good chance to win at least 50 to 55% of these games, if not more. I can't believe the Marlins are 18-5 in one-run games so far this season. I just can't believe that. Like, it hasn't even registered yet in my mind. But if we go to this 3-game series that they just swept the Nationals in, Marlins again, I mean, they scored 15 runs, which isn't bad in the 3 games, right? You had I think 6 in one game, 5 in the other. Today they win 4-2 Sunday afternoon. Jesus Luzardo was the starting pitcher, and he fared pretty well. Kind of regathered himself there and pitched well enough for the team to win. And once again, there was a couple of hitting stars. Now Arraez does not play. He gets a much well-deserved day off. As we know, he is he's an amazing hitter. They did I've already seen the comparison with Tony Gwynn, which, you know what, I'm telling you right now, guys, the comparison is eye-opening, let's just say, because they're basing it on their first 450 games played between Luis Arraez and Tony Gwynn. You would be astonished at how relatively close the numbers are, as he's hitting just under 390, Arraez is this season. So he gets a well-deserved day off. Gurriel gets 2 hits. John Berti had 3 hits. I noticed a little feedback for you on Brian De La Cruz through his slump thing. He's had a fine year, good season. He's a very good hitter. He takes over as the leadoff spot with the absence of Arraez. But he's pressing a little during the slump. He'll get back on track. I noticed he's been swinging at some balls, some pitches out of the zone. I've definitely picked up on that during this particular series that just concluded with Washington. And that's it. You see that all the time, guys. When players go into a slump, they tend to get a little anxious. They want to battle out of that slump. And next thing you know, they're swinging at pitches that normally they would not swing at. Garrett Cooper's another. I mean, this team has some good hitters. Soler. One thing on Jorge Soler is you look at his career. He had that one monster season, I believe it was in 2019 for the Kansas City Royals. where he hit something like, I don't know, like 47. I think it was like 48 home runs. This would be, he is on pace most certainly to hit 40 home runs this year or more. Will he hit 48? I mean, that's a big number. But this undoubtedly is the second best season he's had from an offensive, especially a power perspective. So I think that's very interesting too. So I'll kind of wrap up this video for now, guys, and kind of summarize things with this thought. And that is, this Marlin team of 2023, they're a little bit more of a, I could see them, and I'm seeing them winning more 5-4, 6-5 type of games instead of 2-1, 3-2 type of games. And I think that trend will continue. I could see this more of like a little bit leaning towards more of an offensive type of stronger team. You know what I mean? Like, they're not going to really blow you away with their pitching, but the pitching at the same time isn't really that bad. Big 3-game series coming up starting tomorrow, Tuesday and Wednesday, 3 home games. Wednesday will be a day game start on the 21st. 3-game for the next 3 games against the Toronto Blue Jays, who are a very talented team. This will be a very good test, a good mid-season test for the Miami Marlins. So let me know what you think, guys. Again, Marlins with sweep, moved to 10 games over 500. Yes, you're in the same division as the Atlanta Braves, but hey, they're in good spot for a wild card, which I think is very realistic at this point. To think of this team as a playoff team, barring some sort of collapse or second half swoon, which we don't want to even go there thinking about that. So let me know what you think. I'll talk to you again soon, guys, and bye for now.